Hey guys, Vincent back with another video for Tails Coffee. For those of you that have already watched some of my other videos, you guys might know me as a bit more of a technical kind of a person. But today I wanted to create a video that's more for beginners and newer people out there, and I wanted to show you guys my top tips and tricks to improve your home brewing techniques. If you guys are new here, my name is Vincent and I'm the head roaster for Tails Coffee. If you guys love weekly coffee content, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that bell notification for the latest updates. Check out my website, tailscoffee.com, for my favorite equipment and my favorite coffees. So before we get into the list, I just wanted to make sure everybody knows that this list is actually, in my opinion, from the most important to the least important, okay? So starting right off, I wanted to make sure everybody is drinking good water. Water is 97% of your cup of coffee. So if your water doesn't taste good, your coffee doesn't taste good. Now, if you don't know where to get better tasting water, you can always just get a Brita filter to kind of just filter your water. Or if that's not even available for you, you can even buy bottled water, but we much prefer if you got yourself a filter to filter your water. Now for the second tip that I want to tell everybody, now that we've covered having good water, we need to have good coffee. So buy local roasters, because it's not just to support local, it's just generally like local roasters tend to put a little bit more effort in their thought process or towards their coffees. So you're gonna get better tasting coffees from local roaster cafes.
Hey guys, Eric back here with another ad. I think it's really important for me to say this. Don't listen to Vincent's last tip, okay? Don't buy local coffee roasters. Buy our coffee roaster, okay? Buy tailscoffee.com, all right? Like, please, I'm begging you, visit tailscoffee.com and buy our coffee. I'm still single and poor.
So now that you have good coffee, let's talk about how you're gonna grind them. Now, if you buy your coffees from a local roaster, you can also get them to grind it fresh for you. But if you really want to improve your game, please get yourself your own burr grinder. Now, a burr grinder compared to a blade grinder has a much higher consistency and much more similar grind sizes. Therefore, you're gonna have a much more even extraction, which leads to a better cup of coffee. Now, there are a couple of options for it. You can always go for an electric one, or you can go for a hand grinder. Now, if you want the electric one, there are some as cheap as I think it's like $50 or something like that. You can get it from like KitchenAid ones, or you can go to a nicer one like the Baratza Encores, which could be in the $200 to $300 range. Now, if you want a good hand grinder, I really like the Time War hand grinders or the 1Z Pressos. You just look them up and they're about $100 to $150. And so that would really improve your coffee game. So the next tip we have for you to improve your coffee is to know exactly how much you're brewing. If you've ever made that perfect cup of coffee and you want to replicate it again, the only way for you to do that is to know exactly how many grams of beans you put in and how many grams of water. And for that, you're gonna need a scale. Now you can get as simple as a flour scale or something like the one we use. We use the Hario scale because it has a timer. And that allows us to know exactly how long we're gonna steep for and that the ratio is going to be the same every time. The last tip I have for everybody is to just change up the way you brew your coffees. Now, if you already just own a basic kind of coffee machine, you can start getting to manual brews. Now, we always suggest to start with something as simple as a French press, which is a device where you just get to pour the coffee grinds in, pour your hot water, press the plunger, wait a little bit of time, and pour yourself a great cup of coffee. And from there, you can move into the AeroPress, which is a very similar device, but now you get to control the pressure inside the chamber by pressing a little bit harder, faster, or slower. And it really changes up how the coffee tastes. And from there, we can move ourselves into the pour over section, which could be the Cleto Wave or like the Origamis or the classic V60s. And those ones require you to get yourself a nice kettle to allow you to control the flow rate, which makes it a little bit more fun. And after that, you can go into the espresso machine, which you probably gonna need a new grinder for. And then you're gonna have to get yourself the milks to steam. It's just a lot of work because the latte art becomes a skill, and then the cappuccinos become super fun to make when it's super sweet. And so make sure to change up your game. You can always start with the French press and then just work your way all the way to the espresso machine. So if you guys don't know how to brew with those devices, we actually have videos that we've made on most of those devices, so there will be a link in the description below, so check those out if you don't know. As always, thank you for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to hit the like button, really helps us out, and catch you guys in the next one. Bye!